it always do this, bro? Why is it not up there? Like, why is it always doing this now, bro? Come on, man. Give it the program, man. Give it the program. Alright. Let's get started, guys. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Again, 567 checking into you. Got a dip, man. Can't get no vape juice nowhere, bro. I can't get vape juice anywhere. How do you get vape juice now? You know what I mean? Can't even get vape juice nowhere. This is ridiculous. But I know I could just see it in people. People are already going stir crazy. And man, this thing just started. I'm not saying that it could be long or could be short. You know what I mean? I told Jens, I was thinking like Easter because they was trying to do some ritual with Easter. And Trump's actually saying Easter, but besides that, whether it's long or not, this is just the beginning, and people are already going stir crazy. But look, man, one thing I am well conditioned in and experienced with, not that it's anything to brag about or anything like that, 'cause it's not cool, but I've done a lot of time. So I've sat and I've been in these lockdowns so many times where you have to sit in a bathroom with another dude for months at a time, months and months and months. Just locked in a bathroom with another grown man. That's what a prison cell is. It's just a bathroom. That's all. You're in a bathroom with a bed. You got to eat in there, sleep in there. Only time you come out was the shower. So, like, man, guys, it's a mental game. It's a mental game. Just stay right spiritually and stay right with your mind. Boredom is what gets to people. Keep your mind occupied and you'll be cool. And keep talking to God. Keep talking to God. Keep having a conversation with Him. Even when you're not praying, have a conversation with Him silently in your mind. Like, people split personalities, but be talking to God. And, that helps. And just accepting what you cannot change is a way to go about it. But the difference is I was in a prison cell for crimes that I committed. So I kind of, not that I deserve to be locked in a cell 24/7, because no one deserves that. That nobody deserves that. I don't care what you did besides pedophiles and rapists. I don't care if you murdered someone. No one deserves to be in a cell 24 hours a day besides child rapists and rapers, period. Any type of raper or pedophile. But the difference was that I committed crimes. So I was in jail for a crime I committed. All right. And the door was locked. So I had to accept what I couldn't change. You have to, it's different when the door's locked and you ain't getting out of there, bro. It don't matter what you got. These jails they make are impossible to escape. There's no leaving. So only way you leave is through your mind. And then you learn to accept what you cannot change. You know what I mean? Practice the serenity prayer, in other words. But this here, you know why it's such a good time to be alive? Because though I'm trying to help with ways to cope with being locked in your house, we don't have to accept this. This is something we can change. All right. And it's such a good time to be alive right now because we're going to be part of history. What happens now in our lifetime and in Trump's presidency is going to go down in history. Something big is going to happen. I don't know if this is it for sure, but it's going to happen during Trump in the next 4 years. Something huge is going to happen in the way that we go about making our decisions upon that event happening will determine a generational impacts. And this might be it. This could very well be it. There's a lot of things that is going behind the scenes with this. So this could be it. But that's why it's such a good time to be alive, man. And, it sucks being locked in the crib and stuff. But you ain't locked in. You can open your door. You can leave, man. Just remember that, man. We all got rights. We're not going to be sitting here for months because of some virus. Just everyone get that right. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, right? I don't care what the government said. It's not going to happen. People around here are not with it. They're not going to listen. I don't know where you guys are from. I don't know what you guys will do. But I know what's going to happen here. People are not sitting in their house for months. I promise you. It's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to work. They won't listen. Yet there will be a war with the gun. There will be gunfire. Like there will be a literal war. There's something else going on, and I think that we've been on to it a little bit. And I'm gonna show you again what I've been on, dude. Guys, you seen Walking Tall came a week ago with pictures. They were putting up fiber optic cables inside schools. Okay, everyone wanted to jump the gun on us, like we were drunk and crazy because we said that they might be putting 5G up behind our backs. We were crazy because of that though last week. You know what I mean? Well, isn't it just funny that they actually passed the bill the same day they declared the pandemic, 3/11. We're gonna go over all of it. The same day it got passed through the House. Now it became a law. It's called the 5G Secure 5G Beyond Act of 2020. We're going to read it. But first, I'm going to show you a video of them putting up towers in schools right now. Fiber optic cable, 5G wireless internet. Fiber optic cables is the part that's wired that they need. Remember with the medallion in the princess ship? 4G is completely wireless. I don't think they use fiber optic cables at all. 5G needs fiber optic because it's wired and then it's wireless too. But it also needs these big wires for whatever the amount of power going through the part that's wired. They need them wires. So anything fiber optic is 5G. Anything it's 5G, and you're gonna hear them say 5G. So I'm just saying, like last week we were crazy and shit, right? But guess what? There are people that are standing up to this, and obviously, there's enough people, because you have to ask yourself, okay, whether this virus is real or not. I'm not even talking about that right now. However, remember we just went over Crimson Contagion? Well, guess what? Our government did an exercise 30 days before, 2 months before the outbreak, and China's government did an exercise on a pandemic and named it coronavirus in the exercise 30 days before the first outbreak. We're also going to go over that, and I'll show you some paperwork on that. But stick on 5G real quick. I'm not even going to talk about this virus and if it's real or what. You know what? Maybe it is. At this point, it really just don't matter, because you know what they're telling us? That the only way to get out of social distancing is the herd immunity. Meaning we either have to vaccinate ourselves or catch the virus on purpose. You have to catch the virus on purpose to build your immunity up to it. Or there's no way we can ever come outside for 2 years until they have a vaccine. This is what the articles watch. You're going to see articles flooding the next week. And they're going to tell you have to build your immunity. It's called herd immunity. They're going to start telling people you got to catch the virus, just get sick. And if you get through it, good. And if you don't, sorry, you died. This is what they're going to start telling people. Think I'm crazy all you want. This is what they're going to start telling people. Herd immunity. And the other way is to vaccinate yourself. And you don't know, I'm not doing that. So, but like I said, I think they pretty much know that people aren't going to stay cooped up in the house. You can't do this. That will bring a bad event, trying to lock people in and just taking their rights like that. And I think they know that. But I think they knew that all along. And I don't think that was ever the plan. I think this was the plan. Why are they telling people there's a curfew and you can't be out at nighttime? What does a virus spreading have to do with going out at night at all, at 8 o'clock curfew? I can't think of it. So the only thing I can think of is that they're building something at night that they don't want no one to see. And that's when we start talking about, what if they're putting up 5G towers? And you know, there's the people say, oh, well, no, they'll just do it in front of you. They don't care. Well, maybe they're not. Maybe they're trying to do some covert shit with it because enough people do care. We don't know how many people are really on this 5G shit. It's more than just the truth community, obviously. All right, let me show you this video, and then we'll read the bill. I gotta get some vape, dude. I do not want to start dipping. There's no vape stores open. Like, what the hell, bro? What do you... Unreal what they're doing, man. Unreal. All right. Here we go. All right. So hope this works, because when I played on this, it usually freezes up on us. Hopefully it doesn't.
What are you guys doing here?
You hear him?
What is it for? For what though? Just internet. For what kind of internet? E-text. Does that have anything to do with 5G? Yes. So they're installing 5G here at this school? Do you know why they're doing it while all the parents are at home and nobody knows what's going on? Well, this actually started since December last year. And this is nothing to do with what's going on right now. Okay, so it's not being done behind our backs? No. Do you know that 5G is going to be very harmful for children and that cancer is going to skyrocket?
That's right, girl. Tell them.
What you're doing is going to harm a lot of children. Okay. I'm just a contractor for you, so. I know. A lot of us parents are very, very concerned, though. Maybe something you might want to talk about with your chain of command or something. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so first off, the dude on Facebook that sent me that, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for sending me this. All right, this lady's name is IGHRIBAL. And she said, since no one at LISD has contacted me back, I decided to go find out for myself what is happening at our school district. No one can say they aren't installing 5G at the schools while we are all at home on lockdown. And he openly admitted, I hope you guys could see, he had his little suit on. He was definitely dressed like a cell tower. I honestly just don't think that woman faked that video to put out some propaganda about them plus Walking Tall sent me pictures already. I showed you pictures last week of them putting up cell towers in front of schools, wiring them for schools. Now, he said that this contract was in since December. That don't mean nothing. These dudes might not even know nothing. They might have been planned to be there, and then the outbreak happened. They said, hey, just go anyway. Dude, there's only an elect few that are involved in the secrets. Everybody else is mind gamed. They're mind effed. Everyone else. There's people in Congress. There's politicians. They're mind effed. They're not all involved in the elect. There's only, I would say, 13 of them for real. 13 bloodlines, and then there's just so many people that get the secrets. Not all of them do. So, I mean, it's just not outrageous to think that that dude might have just been a contractor, went and did his job, and don't even really know what's going on. Not even knowing that it is all a covert act that he's committing. And then this got passed, guys. All right. So we got multiple proof to show you that they're putting up some type of cell towers, and that dude just said 5G optic cables. He admitted it. She said, is it 5G? And he said yes. So I think the discussion is over. People can stop saying that this is we're drunk for saying this, because guess what? Secure 5G and Beyond Act of 2020 just became a law. It's a law. It's passed. Latest action was 3/23/2020. Became public number 116-12-9. Now, check this out, though. The day it was passed by House was 3/11/2020. 3/11/2020 is the day they declared a pandemic. That's the day I said it equaled 33, 3 times 11, 33. And that's the day I said that the Scottish Rite, Freemasonry are behind everything because they declared it that day. That was enough. That told me right there. But now I got layers of evidence. I'm going to show you all kind of shit tonight with this 33. Unreal shit, bro. The levels I'm going to show you, the connections to everything, is undeniable in my opinion, but you can make your own opinion. Anyway, it was passed on 3/11. So why am I saying that? Well, guys, they declared a pandemic around the globe on 3/11. Do you understand? That means everybody's attention was on the pandemic, 3/11 pandemic. Nobody was looking for this. This was just not even though some few people were talking about it like us, it just wasn't, no one was really looking for it. You get what I'm saying? 3/11. That's what happened that day. All right, let's read this. I'm not going to read all the fine print because I'll just share it to you guys. This bill requires the president, in consultation with relevant federal agencies, to develop a strategy to secure and protect U.S. fifth and future generations 5G systems and infrastructure. Such strategy shall, 1, ensure the security of 5G wireless communication systems and infrastructure within the United States, assist mutual defense treaty allies, strategic partners in other countries, and maximizing the security of 5G systems and infrastructure, and protect the competitiveness of U.S. companies, privacy of U.S. consumers, and integrity of standard setting bodies. Congress.gov, guys. This is what they were doing. This is what they've been doing. You guys, the day that the House passes this, the day they declare a pandemic, the day the world was supposed to be so worried about a virus, they passed it in House, a 5G, secure 5G beyond Act of 2020. Like, dude, they're arguing about giving us money. They're arguing about all these different bills to pass. Yet, the day, it makes it even more ironic that it's the day they declared the pandemic. That was the day the whole world was so worried about this outbreak, this crazy virus outbreak. Everybody's gonna die. Oh my God, help me. We're social distancing. We're supposed to be so worried about that, and they weren't even thinking about it. They were thinking about this on that day, 3/11/2020. I can't even believe they put shit like this out. Like, I can't believe they don't lie. You would think they would lie about this date or something, but no, because you know why? Because it's the numbers. That number's a ritual to them. That number means something. Their numbers mean everything to them. They speak through numbers. They use numbers to give letters in code. That's what they do. So no, that's why they don't change the numbers. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, and look, just ironically, the senator Cornyn, C-O-R. You get what I'm saying? C-O-R, Cornyn. Just weird. I tried to look up his name and find like if the word rooted from something with a crown or something. Cornyn. I guess you would say Senator Cornyn. But I couldn't find nothing besides Karine. And Karine went down a weird lane, but I wasn't going to get into it. And guys, wait till you see this other shit, man, that lines up with this. Oh, man. Well, this is it, guys. Section 3, strategy to ensure security of next generation wireless communication systems and infrastructure. This honestly might be everything to do with what's happening right now. To ensure security of fifth and future generation wireless communications. I mean, like, I just would not be surprised if everything going on right now is about this. Look, elements. The strategy shall represent a whole of government approach and shall include the following. 1, a description of efforts to facilitate domestic fifth and future generation wireless communication rollout. This is it. A description of efforts to assess the risk and identity core security principles of fifth and future generation wireless communication infrastructure. This is it. This is it, guys. And the fact that we, hold up. Wait, you got to hear this now. Now, listen to this. So, I told you from the jump with Wuhan, right? What was my thing? That Wuhan was a pilot city for 5G. The military games were ran. Well, guess what? China did an exercise for a coronavirus pandemic right before the military games. All right. But listen, remember I kept saying it's a pilot city. Everyone might be getting sick from 5G. The way they were falling, it just didn't seem normal. they were seizing out. The people I see over here and on TV that say they're sick, most of them don't even look sick to me. If anything, they look like they got a cold. I just don't know what to believe at this point with it. But the cities of the epicenters, every one of them, Wuhan, Milan, Italy, New York, all have 5G in them. Now, Seattle is the only one that I looked into where they had a 5G discrepancy. So Seattle actually had a problem with rolling out 5G. And I actually have these articles to show you. They're in my email, but it wasn't for this video. Maybe I'll pull them up. I don't know. But listen, every single epicenter where the outbreak really broke out, and Iran too, they all have 5G. All of them have 5G up. Wuhan, New York, Iran, all have 5G up. Seattle, it was tricky, but I'm pretty sure that Seattle has 5G to it. If not, though, around it, Spokane definitely got it. Spokane is outside of Seattle, but it might be too far to have anything to do with it. But regardless, there's 5G connections in every epicenter. Not every place that has an outbreak. I mean, every place that has somebody with it. But every place they say that it really breaks out, there's 5G there. Like 5G's involved in every city, bro. I'm not like, God, I'm not just gonna say this, guys. All right. So I find that interesting. I just find it interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not even sure what to believe with the thing yet. But I'm not going to sit here to say what it is or not anymore. If it is real, if it's not, at this point, it really don't matter. Because guess what? We're not sitting in our house the rest of our lives. So just get that in your minds, guys. You're not going to accept that. Okay? You're not going to accept that. Don't accept that. Do not be a sucker. Do not be a sucker. Do not bow down to these people. Why do these people get the... Dude, they write laws that don't they don't have to abide by. Nah, bro. No. I got people on Facebook right now that are trying to do make a 28th Amendment that tells Congress, well, I'm going to show you it, because Congress, their kids don't have to pay back college loans. Congress can write their own pay raise and wages. Congress gets to write their own retirement plans. Like, dude, they live above everyone. Nah, bro, this is getting ridiculous. We have sat and dealt and let this go on for way too long. That's right. And they're spying. Remember that company? They're spying. They're tracking people right now in the U.S. that have, they're tracking people through their phone to see, to try to track the outbreak, and they admitted it. Now, Russia has cameras up all over the place, like China, basically. Russia is doing facial recognition to try to track the outbreak on all of their citizens, and there's people over there that are getting pissed off about it. What's up, Big Stack? Walking tall, brother. Gotcha. Linus, what's up? Thank you, Linus. You're amazing, too. Hey, Angie. Yorkie, what's up, Yorkie? TJ Church, brother. Hannibal, what's up, my brother? Hanny. Big homie in the house. Def Bread, what's up, kid? Texas Bull, what's up? Danny Boy, what's smacking? Boy, what's up with Chi-Town? I seen that, bro. I seen what you sent me, bro. All them tanks out there. That's crazy, man. I know Chi-Town ain't gonna be with this, man. I know that Yins ain't gonna be with that bullshit either, bro. They're not gonna be locking us in like this. What's up, Kelly Rose? Yeah, I seen it, but I heard about that stuff. What's up, JoJo? My brother. Yeah, I know what Li-Fi is. Squaggy, what's up, Squaggy? You know, man, chilling like a villain, man. Chilling like a villain, man. Just doing thing. You know, I'm trying to just think it out of my mind, man. Because I'm not with the bullshit, man. I'm not with the bullshit. You know what I mean? They're not gonna force me to do nothing. I'm just not with it, bro. I'm not with it. Not on the tough shit. I'm just not with it. Like, I'm just not. Okay. Let's check out this real quick. Okay, because then I want to show you guys some stuff. All right, as you can see, on Jennifer's World, this will be in the description. Right here. See the pharmacy logo. There's your pharmacy logo. Journalists over in China. Wuhan Customs holds 30 days countdown to military games and emergency response drill at ports. Emergency response drill. Jennifer's note. Following is the English translation done by youth production of official Chinese repo. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm just going to blow your mind. Remember Crimson Contagion yesterday? Well, come to find out, China did their own little plan. China also prepped for this. September 8th, 2019. This afternoon on September 18th, an inbound flight from an unknown country arrived at Wuhan International Airport. All of a sudden, the portal nuclear radiation monitoring system alarmed. Wuhan Airport Customs, subordinate of Wuhan Customs, immediately controlled and reinvestigated a passenger who had triggered the alarm and his baggage. It is found that the passenger was carrying a bottle of Minimar ore, which seriously exceeds the standard radiation level. In the meantime, an airline company reported that a passenger on the inbound flight felt uncomfortable, had trouble breathing, and showed unstable vital signs. The airport customs immediately initiated a contingency plan and quickly started to transfer the patient, clean the aircraft, and further investigate those who had direct and indirect contact with the passenger. 2 hours later, the Wuhan Emergency Center reported that the patient had been clinically diagnosed as a novel coronavirus infection. This is a drill, guys. This is only a drill. And they named it a novel coronavirus infection in a drill before the real outbreak. Think about it. This picture shows the scene where the port emergency response drill was held at the Wuhan airport during the day in response to the 30-day countdown of 2019 Wuhan Custom Military Games, with the military game opening within 30 days. Okay, and remember, this was the first military game that was ran by 5G. I showed you all that. This was the first military game that was 5G. The Joint Executive Committee of the Wuhan Customs and Military Games Commission held this emergency response drill at the Wuhan airport by the theme of safeguarding the customs and ensuring the security of military games. The purpose of this drill was to enhance risk prevention at the ports, to increase effectiveness of portal inspections, and to further strengthen the ability of Wuhan Customs to react to urgent incidents, especially in areas of public health and possible nuclear radiation overshots. Emphasizing a practical operation and practical results and practical events, the drill was performed as if it was real, simulating an actual case of the novel coronavirus infection as recently discovered in the Wuhan airport. The drill practice involved epidemiological investigation, medical screening, temporary quarantine zone setting, isolation detention, case transfer, sanitary treatment, and other crucial risk management steps, which I get it. That's protocol, but all came to fruition a couple months later. Moreover, the drill also carefully simulated a recent discovery of baggage with overshooting nuclear radiation. Wu Yang, Director of Infection Disease Prevention and Control Department of the Hubei Disease Control and Prevention Center of Hubei, said that the customs, as the forefront of the prevention and control of infection diseases, has become the first guardian of the country's security. According to Wuhan Customs, the current situation of risk prevention and control in the country is very serious, among which nuclear security is an important part of national security as it concerns national security, people's health, social stability, economic development, and the major country status. In 2018, Chinese customs conducted strict quarantine inspection at ports of entry and exit, monitored body temperature of 655 million people, detected more than 15,000 cases of infectious diseases, monitored 1,049,000 people with physical examination, and detected more than 12,000 cases of infectious diseases. According to Wuhan Airport Customs Vice Deputy, the customs has done a great deal of work in the early stage of ensure the safety of the ports and has formulated 8 emergency plans, including nuclear and radiation safety incidents, chemical emergencies, biological emergencies, foodborne diseases emergency at ports, public health emergency at ports, and animal and plant quarantine emergency at ports. It has established an emergency response system with comprehensive coverage, rapid response, efficient operation, and proper handling. A disposal expert group of lines to group. Like, what is all this shit? I want to read all this shit. I just want to read about the drill. That's all I wanted to. Like, okay. Adopted detection alarm, quarantine requirements, personal protection costs. It has carried out special combat training, desktop rehearsal, and large-scale actual combat drill in real time to strengthen emergency coordination and handling capacity. It has set up quick screening room for the entire port and sent more nurses to the station to improve the quality of sample. Now, guys, remember, okay? Remember, Wuhan was screaming it was staged. Remember, I read a couple of them articles when people would come there, they would all scream from being locked in their houses. They staged it. It was staged. You know, at least that's what the article said. For what it's worth, that's what the article said. And then look at that number right there on the screen. You know, of course, 133.3%. Okay, 1333. 1333. Just remember that number because these two numbers are going to come up a lot tonight. 13, 33, and 11. Remember them numbers because every single incident that we're going to go over, them numbers are relevant. And just so figures, 13 bloodlines, and 33 is the 33rd degree Mason, 33 order out of chaos. Like, they love this number, man. You guys cannot deny how much that number pops up on these headlines and in these articles. They're just there every single time. And this article will be in the description if you want to finish reading it. But we read what I wanted to tell you. Wuhan Custom will do a good job in quarantine and inspection of key personnel and means of transport, ensure security at the gate of the country, and ensure safe military transport. Reporter Yang Jun. Okay, she's a reporter, and that's the untranslated part. But this is official, guys. It's official. This is official, bro. They did it. It's official. What you're seeing on the screen is the actual drill. These pictures are from the drill. And you see them dressed up. This is just how they were over there. That's exactly what they wore. They had the red line on their suits and everything. Like when we were looking at Wuhan in the initial outbreak and, we were watching the news and stuff, this is what they wore. Like, they wore this exact suit. It's crazy, man. I mean, like, like I said, whether it's real or not, whether the media is blown out of proportion or not, everything around it is real. Everything coming from it is real. So whether the actual spread is real or not, and there's a sickness or not, regardless, guys, there's something wrong here, okay? There's something not normal about all this, okay? You have Event 201, all right? And that looks like the obvious one. They put that out there so we wouldn't find this and Crimson Contagion. I think that's why. I mean, They made Event 201 really obvious, even though we're gonna start calling news tomorrow. I'm gonna go live and we're gonna start calling the news here, and I'm gonna try to get the news to put it on. I'm gonna try to get the news to cover the story, because people do not know. They do not know about it. Now, we'll try to do that, but Event 201, dude, they even gave them a little stuffed animal of a coronavirus. You guys remember I showed you the picture of the Event 201? It's like a little stuffed coronavirus logo. It's like a stuffed animal, but it's a virus. It's the crown virus. Well, they handed them out at Event 201. There's just weird things like that. And it was only the US CDC and the China CDC. Those were the only CDCs at that event. All right. Which is kind of funny that those, you know what I mean? It's just kind of funny. And then there was Crimson Contagion, which was a lot more thoroughly, well, you know what? No, Event 201 was thorough too. It was very similar. But Crimson Contagion is just like, it was just, when that came out, it was mind blowing because that was a military FEMA CDC drill of the exact thing that happened in the gematria. It was called the avian flu, and it adds up exactly to coronavirus in gematria. It is exactly the same. I'll show you all that again. Yeah, because guys, do you guys now, actually, I'll just jump to that right now. Now, do you guys remember, all right, everything I showed you? I got it up. I'm going to show you again. Remember the dates, right? Now peep this real quick. I'm going to show you. This is crazy. This is crazy. Real quick, think about this. Okay. That was on the 11th. The 5G thing got passed on the 11th. Okay. But they declared it a national emergency in a lockdown on the 13th. Friday the 13th, Bill Gates stepped down. Trump said national emergency, lock it down on the 13th. Friday the 13th. Well, guess what? Crimson Contagion, the exercise, was on the 13th. And then remember the other one with the grid? That was November 13th. They all started on the 13th for some weird reason. Now, let me show you what I'm saying real quick. Back to Crimson Contagion real quick, all right? All right, right here. Okay, Crimson Contagion, 2019 exercise. Plus the 47. Don't forget about the 47, guys. 47 days later, they declared it a pandemic in the exercise. And in real life, 47 days later, after the Chicago case, they declared it a pandemic. And in this exercise, they say the first outbreak was in Chicago, and then 47 days after that, they declared it a pandemic. And the same exact thing happened in real life. And it was exactly 47 days after the first Chicago case, which was either the first or second in the United States. And then right here is where I was telling you, look, it's called a large-scale outbreak of a novel avian influenza, originates in China but quickly spreads around the world to the U.S., where the virus is first detected in Chicago, Illinois. The virus rapidly spreads via human-to-human transmission to other metropolitan areas across the U.S., and stockpile vaccines do not match the pandemic virus. Guys, this is the exercise they did, not the real thing. This is just the exercise in the United States they did just a couple months before the outbreak. And novel avian influenza is exactly the same as coronavirus on the gematria calculator. Up here, you see novel avian. Here, first look at this one. Novel avian influenza and novel coronavirus. They're both 223. Boom and boom. You see 223? And then look at novel avian, okay? And then look at coronavirus. Coronavirus is 155 and 56. So is novel avian, 155 and 56, which is like literally impossible to match. It is like impossible, cuz like I'm just saying, bro, this shit, like how in the world would that happen? You know what I mean? And then Bone Skull is also 56. That match with Corona. And this is why this is the Skull and Bones virus to me. Also, the Skull and Bones means poison. You know what I mean? The skull and the bones means poison. You know, you guys get what I'm saying? That's like the poison logo. And oh yeah, this came from them for sure. We'll get more into that too. Now, so let's just start with this real quick. Okay, this happened on the 13th. All right, what date am I going to use here? I got to use a date from one of these. Here you go, right here. Crimson Contagion exercise started August 13th to August 16th. Guess what August 13th is, guys? August 13th is the 33rd Tuesday of 2019. August 13th, you see the 1333? I was just telling you in the China. Remember, I was just showing you the number in this article. Look, 1333, 133.3% year on year. And just so happens when we did our exercise, that was China's exercise, guys. That's their exercise. That's why this matches so perfectly, because that's the exercise for the pandemic. August 13th is the day they did Crimson Contagion, the exercise of a pandemic to prepare for it. And you got August 13th, the 33rd Tuesday. How in the world could it just so happen to be their favorite number, right? Not on purpose, though. They would never do that on purpose, right? No way, right? No, not these people. And then August 16th is the 33rd Friday. And August 16th is the day it ended. I mean, obviously, it's the same week, so you get what I'm saying. But do you really get what I'm saying here? August 13th to 33rd Wednesday, August 16th to 33rd Friday. And that's when it ended. And then you got your 223 right there. Then, okay, November 13th, 48 days left in the year. This is other shit that matched on a gematria calculator, which I'd have to pull that page back up. But you see how you have like 41 days. You have like right here, 140 days left in the year, 226 days pass. Those numbers add up with a lot of stuff on the calculator too. But because I don't have it lined up like I wanted, we just got to go eyeball it. And November 15th is when it ended. And now check this out. November 13th to November 15th is when they did a grid out, lights out scenario. They did a blackout in the United States. Okay, as you can see right here, Crimson Contagion was the 2019 exercise of a flu pandemic that came from China. But right here is the gregiggz exercise done November 13th to 14th, 2019. And this was to see if our grid went out. Look, to focus will be on a response of a physical attack on our electrical facility. So that's what they was focusing on. So, what do I want to show here? Okay, yeah, November 15th. And guess what day that is? King's Feast. King's Feast. King's Feast. The King's Feast to celebrate, preserve, remember the unique culture of the Kingdom of Belgium. Yeah, this may have absolutely nothing to do with it, but it just so happens to have something to do with crown and bear, Belgian bear. I mean, and we're talking about Corona here. We're talking about Corona, bear. We're talking about November 15th. We're talking about them doing a drill that correlates with Crimson Contagion, the gregiggz one, and it literally has something to do with a King's Feast, King Crown. Remember Seattle's King County Crown, and then it's also artistic performance and renowned Belgian beer. The beer is involved in this King's Feast. The beer is a big part of it. Like the beer is a big part of it, and then you have the Corona beer. And I just thought that was I thought that was worth saying. Now, let's get to these numbers real quick. March 11th, 2020, the day they declared a pandemic, is also the same day they signed off on the House for this 5G. Right here. Passed by the House on 3/11/2020. Secure 5G and Beyond Act of 2020. Now who declared a pandemic on the 11th, okay? March 11th, 2020. You have the double 11s. Guys, the double 11s, I mean, you know when you see it on the clock, it either means something bad to you. However you grew up, it either means something bad to you or it means everything's right in your life. It's either something good or something bad. That's usually what everyone's beliefs of it is. But 1111 is very, very occult. They like that. Plus the 22. That goes back to skull and bones, okay? Skull and bones is 322. Well, there's 22 bones in your face and skull. You have 8 and 14. 22, so 11/11, okay? The 11th Wednesday, 2020, March 11th, was the day the WHO declared a pandemic. Same day they signed the 5G Act. Now, I'll get why that's relevant because number 22 is huge to the occult. And like I said, 11/11. But I got to show you this, though. Now, March 13th is the day they say national emergency, this, that, and third. And look how you have the 13/11 and the 13/13. 13 days pass. Now, remember, I was showing you guys the newscast that showed 113 and it showed 133 the day they declared the pandemic or the night before they declared the pandemic. I showed on the news, they showed these two pictures that had 133 in it and 113. And I said, they didn't do that by accident, bro. And next thing you know, on the 11th of the third month, they declared a pandemic. And that's what I was saying. It was like a ritual, a sign. They was telling Freemasons through the numbers or something. They were doing something through the numbers. But here you got the double 13s and you got the 13/11, 11/13. Now, real quick, the movie Contagion. When you look at the movie Contagion, all right, because I got it somewhere right here. See how you have the movie Contagion is PG-13, content rating 13. Okay, the 13 is, I'm just telling you that's why they love these 13s. And then these double C's, Contagion, Critic, Consensus, Crimson Contagion, Exercise, Crimson Contagion, CC is 3-3, Contagion, Critics 3-3. All right, and then the movie Contagion is exactly what happened in real life. A pig or a bat dropped the virus down to a pig, and the pig spread it from human to human. That's what happened in the movie Contagion. And I also showed you how they had hand sanitizer in the movie Contagion. They talk about social distancing. The dude from CNN is in the movie Contagion talking about social distancing. And there's so many parallels in that movie that happened in real life. The vaccine numbers, the 5-7, 5G, 5-7, the 57 number vaccine, and that's 5-7 is 5G, and 5G has everything to do with everything right now. It has everything to do with everything. And I knew, I had the feeling from the beginning, and I knew it. It was right. I was right. It had everything to do with everything. They passed a bill behind our back. No one knew what the hell, bro. I mean, I don't know if people talked about this yet or not. I mean, I didn't, but so I missed it, and I'm just taking it because I haven't seen it anywhere that everyone else missed it too. And what the hell was we doing? We're thinking, oh, this, man, these creep ass dudes, man, did this shit on purpose, man. They knew what they was doing. Now, I had a show. Oh, so look, I know I'm jumping on these dates, but pay attention to this real quick. August 13th. Oh, no, my bad. The day, look at this. I just thought this was crazy, right? I just think this is wild right here. So March 11th is the day they signed the 5G Act. It's also the day they declared a pandemic. Now listen, when you take March 11th, 2020, just go like this. Add 3 plus 1 plus 1, just add it. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I kid you not. When you add March 11th, 2020, you get the number 9. And guess what? The day they declared a lockdown, you get the number 11. 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 equals 11. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now you got the number 9/11. From the date 3/11/2020 to the date 3/13/2020, you add them together, you get 9/11. And that's the day they declared a pandemic, and then the day they cleared a national emergency and locked the nation down. And 3/11 was also the day they signed the 5G Act. But when you add those two dates together, that are so significant and everything, you get 9/11. I just thought that was crazy. And then the movie Contagion came out September 9th, 2011. Okay, look. I mean, I showed you this. You already know, but where the hell is it at? Like, come on, cuz. Where's that? Oh, why can't shit just be quick? It came out September 9th, 2011. You have 9/9/2011. All right. Man, show a date, bro. I showed it. I showed it anyway. It don't matter because I already showed it. And then this one right here, this Crimson exercise in Chicago ended September 11th, 2019, cuz. I mean, you cannot make this shit up, bro. The way they put these numbers together, and then they want ribbons to commemorate 9/11 right there. Why do I keep passing this up? Where's it at? POD exercise right there. 9/11/2019, it ends, okay? But look, now, like I said, check this out. The movie Contagion came out September 9th, 2011. So look, take your 9/9, put it aside. Take 2011. 11 minus 2 is another 9. Now you got 3 9s. You flip them upside down. You got 666. Bro, 9/9/2011. 2011, just do 11 minus 2. You get another 9. Now you got 3 9s, which you have 666. I mean, bro, that shit just doesn't happen by accident. And then, like I said, 3/11/2020 equals 9, and 3/13/2020 equals 11. 9/11, bro. And those are the two dates they declared a pandemic and they declared a national emergency and he locked the nation down. Also, 3/13/2020 sums to 56, which is also toilet paper in Gematria, and 56 is coronavirus in Gematria, and it's also novel avian influenza that was in the exercise in Gematria. Big quidinky dink, though, right? And then, of course, 3 times 11 is 33. You just know that number is relevant. And then 9/9/2011, back to the movie Contagion. Okay, that equals 22 as well, and that goes back to the Skull and Bones. Okay, also 11 plus 2 is 13, so you get the 13 there. I mean, bro, the numbers is just like, come on, bro. But the way you get 666 out of the movie Contagion is just wild, man. I was just playing with it the other night and found it. But anyway, 22 now. We're going to focus on 22 because I just showed you on 22 about the bones. All right. And remember these numbers too. 11, 13, 33, and 22. All right, 11/11 right here. March 11th is the 11th Wednesday. 11 plus 11 is 22. And then the movie come on, and then you remember when they did the exercise was the 33rd Tuesday and the 33rd Friday. Okay. All right. All right. The meaning of the number 13 is symbolic of rebellion and lawlessness. Nimrod, the mighty hunter who was before the Lord, meaning he tried to take the place of God, was the 13th in Hymn's line. Him was one of Noah's 3 sons who survived the flood. 13 represents all the governments created by men inspired by Satan in outright rebellion against Eternal. Now, let's get really in to number 13, 11, and 33. All right. 11, 13, and 33. I'm just going to go over a couple things, guys. All right. Now listen. There's 13 colonies, all right? In the Bilderberg group, there's 13 members of each group. 13 members of the policy committee answer the round table of 9. You know, the original number of the states in the United States of America was 13. All right. And then I want to show you this one here. On these, you know, these pictures on the money right here. Okay. There are 13 leaves on the left olive branch with 13 berries, 13 stripes on the middle shield, 13 arrows on the right, 13 stars above the eagle's head, 13 letters on the E pluribus unum on the ribbon, 13 letters in Inuit coeptus. There are 13 blocks top to bottom on the pyramid. Fritz Springmeier, in his 13 bloodlines, says these 13 blocks represent 13 satanic families, and this is on our money, and that also spells out Mason on the back of the dollar bill. I think they show it here, some right here. See that MASON right on our money, guys, right on our freaking money. When then we'll take a different talk to solve the riddle. We will exactly see what the Bible says, but no, I don't want to read that right now. Yeah, and the letters on the bill come to 666. Look at this. I didn't even know that either. All them letters on the bill come to 666. These creeps. That's why the money already is the mark of the beast for real. And then that starts going back into history. But just wanted to show you that, man, of how why them numbers are so significant, man. Why they use them all the time, man. This is why. The quarterback was number 13, the receiver was number 33. This is why, dude. They love them. My eyes are already burning. I don't understand why my eyes burn every time I sit at my computer now. Weird. Oh, yeah, dude. I didn't want to show you this. Look, FEMA. The word FEMA adds up to 13. NSA adds up to 13. FBI adds up to 13. DHS adds up to 13. CIA adds up to 13. CNN adds up to 13. CBS adds up to 13. AOL adds up to 13. EPA, MI6, World Health Organization, WHO adds up to 13. USA adds up to 13. The big golden M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. M, Mason. NFL adds up to 13. NBA adds up to 13. Look at McDonald's sideways. 1 and a 3. You see it? McDonald's sideways is a 13. Nah, that's all by accident though, right? We're just crazy rednecks. 13 gallons to fill your tank. Look how satanic these people are, dude. Yeah, look, in court, you got 12 jurors and 1 judge and a half chance to win. Can't forget about that. But that's 13. You got 12 jurors and 1 judge, and then you got a half chance to win. People get that tattooed on them in jail a lot. 13 and a half. Because you got 12 jurors, a judge, and a half chance to win. 13 is an occult number. Antichrist emerges from the 13th and lost tribe. 1313 Mockingbird Lane is where Munster lives. 33. 33. We know about 33 though, so we gotta go through all that. And this is, of course, the corona right here around the United Nations. The corona reef. It's the corona reef. And then the number 22, while I was talking about that, 22 bones of the skull and 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. In numerology, number 22 is often called the master builder. Okay, this is Gnostic warrior. The Hebrew possess 22 books, and their alphabet is made up of 22 letters, which was created to compose the word of God. The word of God is called a lamp and the light by which we live. The word light is found 264 times in Scripture. All right, that stuff, forget it. 22 is also the number of Revelation. And in 22 chapter of Gospel of John, he identifies himself as the Alpha and the Omega, which will be the first and the last of the Greek alphabet, Aleph and Tav. The number 22 unites the entire body of Scripture and also numerical value in the Hebrew word yeshad, meaning unite. The word light is also repeated 22 times, and on the 22nd time, John quotes Jesus, I have come as light into the world. The Kabbalah teaches us that 22 paths between the Sephirot and letters of the Hebrew alphabet are the building blocks of the universe. The underlying occult scientific significance of the number 22 in science would represent the bones of a skull and bones. Get what I'm saying? Of which there are 22, 8 from your cranium or brain case, and 14 are associated with the face. Now, check this shit out, guys. See this picture of the skull right here? Well, look at this top one, and look what the name of it is. The coronal sutter. I just thought that was crazy, right? Corona is right in the word. I know that's the crown of your head, so, it might absolutely mean nothing, but just what's going on right now in the ties to skull and bones, and the fact that number 22 came up. I just thought it was definitely worth bringing it up. The 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet created to compose the word of God is our 22 boned skull. Okay, now that is another name for skull and bone. Bone, skull, bones, men, bones. Those are all nicknames for skull and bones. Every one of them means skull and bones. Bone, skull means skull and bones. And the place where we receive the light to become illuminatum, that's all that third eye bullshit. The coronal sutter. I never knew it was called that right there. Coronal sutter. That's crazy. The word corona is in it. Like I found it. It was complete accident when I was doing this research. I didn't mean to find a skull. Yet I did, and I was like, what the hell? Also, September 11th, 2019, the day Contagion come out, that left 111 days in the year. Okay, did you just see it 111? And as you can see right here, when you go to CDC, nope, that's not the right one. Hold on. Not CDC. Where's 111? Because I matched it. Right here. Centers for Disease Control equals 111 in gematria. Centers for Disease Control equals 111. And the day Contagion come out, 155 and 15. And look at Novo Avian, 56, 155, and 15. Also, look at coronavirus, 56 and 155. Bone skull, 56, 155. Double matchers. 156, Bill Gates. Oh, no, that's 155 I was looking at. But 56 times 156, that matches right with the coronavirus. Bill Gates matches right with the coronavirus. He also matches with Corona with the number 33. Bonesman also 33, 39, 89, 87, and 33. Bill Gates, 87 and 33. And then Bonesman, 87 and 33. And Bill Gates is identified as a creep. Corona, 33. Anyone else I want to show up here? Let me think. Wow, these are crazy how these flu matched up perfectly with the Crimson Contagion. 2, 2, 3, 2. I can't believe it. I still can't believe that. I still can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. I just can't. 111 days left. Showed that. Showed that. Showed that. 13, 11, 13, March 13, 2020. Showed that. What's going on, everybody? I'm in the chat now. Chilling in the chat for a minute. Got a couple other things to show you guys. I'm going to sit in my coffee and say hi for a little bit, and then I'm going to show you something else. Shit, we ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got no jobs. Barely got any vape juice. I'm hating life. Look at this, dude. No vape stores. I hate life right now. Thank you, TJ, brother. What blue light, brother? There's no blue light on right now, buddy. Danny Bull, you the funny one, God. I will put the blue light on that you said that. It probably is this big ass light. Hurt my eyes like a mother hunter. Damn, dude, my eyes are burning, dude. This has been happening a lot lately. Thank you, Walking Tall, brother. Guys, has anyone found does anyone have the picture right now of Trump standing in front of the Cadillac with back in the day? It's a really old picture, and the license plate says 41020, and he's standing in front of a Cadillac with the Corona. Cadillac is a Corona sign. It's a crown, a reef, but I can't find the picture now. And it was up on Reddit a couple days ago. They were talking about it on Reddit. Trump with a 41020 on it. Does anybody have it right now? What's up, Jeff? No, I don't think. Yeah, man, no vape stores open, bro. They're all closed. Oh my gosh. I need some vape juice. I gotta hold this in, dude. I gotta hold that in, bro. Who's coming up? You just want to come up on the screen? Who's coming up? Who's coming up to chill for a minute? Listen. 3, 2, 1, listen.
We'll get through this together.
This site at Bergen Community College will be staffed by FEMA along with state police and the New Jersey National Guard, operating 7 days a week between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m.
FEMA.
To be eligible for testing, people have to be current New Jersey resident. Tests.
We're going to get through it together. Again, not unscathed, not without mistakes or bumps in the road, but let there be no doubt. We will get through this together.
I need some vape.
Bergen Community College will be staffed by FEMA along with state police and the New Jersey National Guard, operating.
Will be staffed by FEMA and the National Guard. Well, guys, let me tell you what they did in Philly. They arrested a man because he had over 50 people at a house party celebrating his wedding. They arrested him. Yep. Took him to jail, man. And I'll answer you after as soon as I can type in there. I just seen something pop up. The Lakewood police, man. God, this is getting ridiculous, man. Doing shit like that, bro. That's crazy, man. Arrested a dude for celebrating his wedding. Like, man, that's out of line, man. That's out of line. Charge a homeowner for posting pop-up wedding with more than 50 people. That is out of line, man. It's going a bit too far. Now, guys, this to show you real quick. All right, universal basic income. They're talking about it heavy. All right, they're not like, I'm not just saying this shit. They're talking about it heavy right now. COVID-19, universal basic income, lesson for governments from the tech world. Coronavirus, over 170 MPs and lords call for universal basic income during pandemic. And then Vox right here. Remember, in Kenya is where they practiced the biometric ID just recently. And then look at this, February 19th, 2020. Everywhere basic income has been tried and on one map, and it was in Kenya. The same place they did the biometric ID, they also did a test run for universal basic income in Kenya. So, I mean, put them together. Well, this is what we're facing right now. Biometric IDs, universal basic income, and they did a pilot program in Kenya for both of them. For both of them. Think about it. Think about it. Kenya, Iran, Alaska. Ah, man. And then, as you see right here, emergency UBI is coming. UBI stands for Universal Basic Income, and that was on March 17, 2020. And here you go, Andrew Yang. This is the goofy, wasn't this the fag that was running for president? Ain't he the gay dude or something? Well, this is what I mean when they get a character and they put them up. It's for, they push these characters to push an agenda. This dude never had a shot at becoming president for real. So basically, his agenda was UBI. He was throwing universal basic income up. He kept proposing that as a presidential candidate. And now he drops out, but he gets his agenda pushed. He gets it pushed into the minds of the people. See what I'm saying? And here he goes saying UBI is coming. So, I don't know, guys. Now, they passed the stimulus, and I'm not sure if they're going to do a digital dollar or not. I can't, they're not saying. It won't say. The new article today did not say about the digital dollar. One California mayor has tried universal basic income. His advice for Trump, think big. They did it right in Oakland, California. And then you have here helicopter money, because these people here, are we about to see a deluge of helicopter money? Well, what was helicopter money? Helicopter money is proposed unconventional monetary policy, sometimes suggested as an alternative to quantitative easing when the economy is in a liquidity trap. Although the original idea of helicopter money describes central banks making payment directly to individuals, economists have used the term helicopter money to refer to a wide range of different policy ideas, including the permanent monetization of budget deficits, with the additional elements of attempting to shock beliefs and future inflation or nominal GDP growth in order to change expectations. Basically, universal basic income is what helicopter money is. That's NGOs. Oh, and then all the tech they're bringing up to fight the coronavirus. AI caught up in coronavirus fight. DARPA takes the IoT to sea. There you go, guys. Everyone was talking shit when I showed you that they had the fucking 5G on the Princess cruises that they quarantined. I told you they had 5G on there because a satellite follows. It hovers over top of it. That's why the 5G can reach, because a satellite hovers over the ship. Well, here you go. The Internet of Things is 5G. When you hear IoT, that's 5G. DARPA takes IoT to sea. So that tells you right there it is possible. They can get it out in sea. For the little asshole that was in my comment section back then. Little dickhead. To Today's Internet of Things sensors collect data on electric grid performances, fleet management, earthquakes, and storm water runoff. In open ocean, however, it has been impractical to deploy such connected sensors due to the vastness of the sea and sparseness of the data. This means situational awareness data can only be collected from sensors on military and commercial vessels or from remote sensors, which are subject to constraints from the physical environment, such as fog, rain, or cloud cover. Wow, are they saying that you can literally use it through the clouds? So that would be like the chemtrailing. So, oh my goodness, bro. That's what they're saying. They're saying, so the ship Princess could have been getting 5G because the satellite could be reflecting it through the clouds. And that's how it's reaching the ship. Fog, rain, or cloud cover. The OOT program aims to change that. Okay, wait, I was wrong. First announced in 2017 that 2017 is when the Princess rolled out the 5G. The initiative envisioned a network of small, low-cost sensor-enabled floats that collect, transmit, and analyze environmental data via satellite. There you go. It's a satellite. For real-time monitoring of maritime activity, the disturbed sensor network will be made up of thousands of floats that monitor ocean temperature. See, man, I told you, man. You guys, I'm not talking to. I'm talking to the couple clowns that were in the comment section like, oh, 5G could never reach a ship. Well, everywhere there was a coronavirus outbreak, every city had 5G in it. And then the two ships both had 5G on them. And you're a moron if you don't think it could, because I proved it anyway. We ain't even got to go there. But fiber optic cables were used on the ship, and there was a satellite that was MB3 powered. It was all 5G. Everything about it was 5G. And now you have DARPA bringing the IoT to sea. That's what they're talking about, the Internet of Things. This was January 3rd, 2020. And it rolled out in 2017, the same year that Princess rolled out 5G on the ship. And that's why I said it was a 5G social experiment. It was an experiment on the people. That's what they did. First announced in 2017. It was a freaking experiment, guys. And now they know that with the floats, they had ship floating in sea maybe too, but with the satellite, they could get 5G to the ship. The floats would transmit data periodically via satellite to a cloud network for storage and real-time analysis. Yep, they got it all right. DARPA, there's some, oh man, these motherfuckers are good, man. DARPA's good. These dudes get it done, man. But they're like against us, so it's like, wow, man, they're like, they want to harm us. It's crazy. Yeah, look, they're putting shit in the sea that floats, that 5G, like 5G floating towers. This is what they're talking about. This is how they want to connect the entire world, grid to grid. They'll have satellites and shit floating in the sea. And then this is what I was telling you guys. Mosaic warfare. The OOT program is part of DARPA's Mosaic warfare concept, in which individual warfighting and sensor platforms can be assembled like titles into a system large enough to overwhelm the enemy. Now, guys, look at this real quick. Look at the energy cost. Let me show you guys something real quick. This is the Department of Energy budget request, okay? And this is why I'm telling you that right here might be history, and we might have to stand up for everything all of our rights, everything, like our jobs, everything. This might be what they're trying to roll in with the 5G, is bringing the robots in and them taking over the jobs. Now, what I just showed you with the IoT and the Internet of Things being at sea, floating, that's so the 5G can connect the devices, the satellite, the floating devices will keep 5G connected. Obviously on land, there'll be towers up. Now look, the thing is that ups their shit for robots, that ups all the internet, anything that's AI, the 5G, and intensifies it. They can do way more with it, right? So I was looking at this energy budget thing, and as you can see, all of their budgets are in the millions of dollars, losing thousands, millions, billions. But when you look at Artificial Intelligence Technology Office, it only cost them $4,912. $4,912 for AI. All their AI shit. Look, that's all it cost them. But look what everything else cost. You see why they want to go AI? Because it's cheap. Look at the prices on all this shit. All right? AI is only $4,900. It cost them for this month. This month, I guess. I guess this is monthly. I doubt that's yearly. That would be really cheap if that was yearly. But then all the other stuff's really expensive to be monthly. They put a lot of money in this stuff, man. For all the people out here starving and shit, that's crazy, bro. Wow. Wildness, man. Tech called up in the war against the unexpected to fight the novel coronavirus. Yeah, that already got my video demonetized for saying it. Don't fear a robot apocalypse. Tomorrow's digital jobs will be more satisfying and higher paid. They're putting it in our heads, guys. This might be it, dude. 4 ways government can use AI to track the virus. 4 ways, right? Prediction, detection, response, recovery. Which means invasion of your privacy. Period. Period. I don't need to go over in detail. That's what it means. Period. Who's coming up? Oh, shit. Let me show you this. And then someone coming up then come up. This is definitely spiritual warfare, brother. You got that right. That's right, brother. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. Oh, that's a good point, Cheryl. Man, that's a good point. Well, dude, I mean, I think this is the time we're gonna like really stand up if they start bringing robots out and shit. Nah, fuck it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth being here no more if they're gonna make it like that. I'm not living under no authoritarian, totalitarian concept like that. They're not getting me with that bullshit. I'll die for mine. Good point, Kel. Very good point. Now I'm going to show you guys where the movie, fuck is it called again? Pirates of the Caribbean predict martial law exactly by the words they're using in the media right now.
Voice the colors high.
Fuck.
In order to effect a timely halt to deteriorating conditions.
Hey, Wendy. Hey, Kelly Rose.
The common good, a state of emergency is declared for these territories by decree of Lord Cutler Beckett, duly appointed representative of His Majesty the King. By decree, according to martial law, the following statutes are temporarily amended. Right to assembly, suspended. Right to habeas corpus.
Habeas corpus. This is what they're saying in the media in real life. Same exact shit. Habeas corpus.
Counsel, suspended. Right to verdict by a jury of peers, suspended. By decree, all persons found guilty of piracy, or aiding a person convicted of piracy, or associating with a person convicted of piracy.
Okay, you hear them?
Shall be sentenced to hang by the neck until death.
Associated with piracy. Now, if you were even associated with somebody that was associated with somebody that was involved with piracy, you get hung. And I just think about it in parallel to today, if you're associated with someone that was associated with someone that had the virus, you get quarantined. And that's just how I was looking at it. Is that the skull and bone sign? I think it was. I couldn't really see good.
The seas be ours, and by the powers, where we will roam.
I think that.
Hoist the colors high.
I don't think anything else pops up. I'm gonna share this freaking channel out. I don't even know who this is. Saint Colette. Yeah, old Saint Colette. See if he copyrights me. Probably will. Probably already did. Damn, dude. No, Shirley, not yet. I gotta get one, Shirley. Not yet. I definitely gotta get a post office box. Remember in the Crimson Crown too, guys. It's also known as the vermiculus coronum. And the word corona is right in it. Crazy coincidences, man. Plus, it's a magic fungus that makes people sick. And then Operation Crimson Mist is when they controlled a bunch of people's minds with 5G wavelengths and then shot them down with it, controlling crowds with their large microwave dish. And then you think about what's happening right now and the shit that's going up around schools. And it really makes you wonder. Secure 5G and Beyond Act of 2020, while there's supposed to be a pandemic going on across the world, they pass it as a law. It became a law. 3/23/20 became a public law. Pretty crazy, isn't it? These people just think they can do what they want to us. And then everyone should just take note that along with Crimson Contagion was this gregiggz exercise where more than 6,500 electric company government officials tested the energy grid security. So they basically practiced the lights out scenario of like a solar flare or protecting the energy grid from threats that could impact national security and public safety is a responsibility shared by both government and electric power industries. So the fact that they did the Crimson Contagion exercise and a couple months later, a supposed real pandemic broke out, and this was involved in that timeline. This was November. Crimson was August 13th, and this was And the gregiggz exercise was November 13th. And then they declared a national emergency on March 13th. So, just saying there. Them 13s, man. They are really, really, what's the word? Loyal to them numbers. And then you got Trump that keeps telling people it's going to be over by Easter. And I made that video about the ritual that goes along with Israel on the Mount of Olives with the red heifer ashes and burning the lamb with the red heifer ashes for the first time in 2,000 years was all because of what Trump did. All because of Trump. All right, what are they doing? They're putting Trump on a coin over there, ain't they? Isn't Trump going to be on their money or something? A little weird. Might be what it's all about with 5G too. Yeah, that's how they're tracking them right now in Israel through their phones. Tracking the virus through their phones. Through that company, NSO. They're called NSO Group. NSO Group. And they are scumbags. Idaho is one of the states they did the Crimson Contagion exercise in. Yep, that's one of them. What's it called, Frankie? It's by Dr. Creep, called Pandemic. Now, did it come out before the virus, though? Deadliest day for U.S. What are they talking about? Are they talking about with the virus? Yep. They are. Wednesday has been the deadliest day in reported deaths. More than 200 deaths today. I'm just not seeing them, man. I'm just not seeing them. I'm just not seeing these people, man. It's hard to believe for me right now. What is this, on YouTube? And it's called Dr. Creep Pandemic. All the way back in 13. Who is Dr. Creep, though? Dr. Creep Pandemic featuring Lone Ninja 6 years ago. And they got virus suits on. This is going to give me a copyright, probably. Fuck it. We're already here now. A minute.
Real powerful storm. And there's always this dark, thick rain, like fresh motor oil. Storm started. Something happened. His face, his eyes were different.
By the time they tried to evacuate the cities, it was already too late. The infections everywhere.
The virus is harvesting what he needs to the three begin after the lab of the first war with vaccines. Niggas died in the first week of the pandemic dreams. We are the deep black death, smallpox, mutated disease. Flu shot propaganda for one population of true pig. It might have slipped into the room. It's now we're born with 5 storms signal our doom. The death returns with the piston zombie move. The sprinkler system equipped with the UAG with the ground up survivors in the cold facility. Watch the process of terror from the hill to the stream. I've been in the gas mask, I still filter my water clean. This isn't past tense, so the plague of bad things couldn't be eradicated like smallpox in action. Avian influenza with the jet stream is how it happens. 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
Whoa, that's crazy. He said 2020 coronavirus, body stacking. What? In 2013? Who is this dude, though? How the hell would he even be involved with them? Because that is fucking weird, bro. 2020 something coronavirus body stacking. He definitely says. Avian! Dude, he says avian. Avian flu is in the Crimson Contagion. Avian flu. That's what happens in this exercise. Avian fucking flu. He just said it. And then he said coronavirus right after it. And this novel avian influenza is the exercise for the real virus, which was the coronavirus, which China used in their exercise. They actually used novel coronavirus in it. They didn't even hide it. They just said it. Novel coronavirus infection in an exercise. And he also said avian. So now...
Yes, I still filter my water clean. This isn't past tense, so the plague of bad things couldn't be eradicated like smallpox in action. Avian influenza with the jet stream is how it happens.
He just said avian influenza is how it happens. Avian influenza is how it happens. 2020 coronavirus body stacking. Dude, what? How does this dude know this? It's only got 30,000 views. He only got 5,000 subscribers. Never heard of him in my life. How would he even know? This is crazy, bro.
The world is now at the start of the influenza pandemic. It started as hygiene. It was in the street outside. It was coming through your windows. Sequence the virus and determine its origin. It was a virus. Something in the blood. A virus which has been engineered genetic level to be helpful rather than harmful. You see, you're sick like disease and it can't be cured. You that remain their brain stained with the bloodshed and the smoke straight straight. F disease. You feel a burning sensation. Nothing remains. You see, you're sick like disease and it can't be cured. You that remain their brain stained with the bloodshed and the smoke straight straight. F disease. You feel a burning sensation. You have to act fast. Grab your gas mask. Bad disaster has passed.
Look, people are seeing this. Yep. A lot of people are seeing this right now. Nah, dude, I'm not hearing that bullshit. They didn't predict it. People talking about they called it, man. They didn't just call that shit by accident. Who are these dudes, man? I'm gonna have to do some research, man, because this is crazy. This is nuts, bro. He said avian influenza, and that's what they used in the drill Crimson Contagion. And then right after that, he says coronavirus 2020, and that was the real supposed virus, corona, but influenza avian was used in the exercise. The fact that he just said them back to back is absolutely blows my mind. Yeah, I mean, like, this dude got less views than me on his videos. And he got 4,000 more subscribers. Something's weird about this. Something's weird about this. I don't know. I have to do some research on that. That's crazy. Yes, TJ. Oh, here, I'll share it. Share it in the chat. Here. That's his channel, brother. Whoops. What do you mean, Yorkie? What's what called, Linus? I just shared it in the chat. The video's in the chat. I just shared it. It's right here. There's Corona emojis now. Here, I'll oh, that's the channel. Hold on.
NBC suits. We shoot, then we regroup. Conquer weak with armored fleet.
Here's the video. Who's that, Kel? Who's Black Mask? No, it don't, Jerry. That goes straight to the video. Oh, I see the emojis now. Oh, I can't see them on this screen. That's why. Who was Black Mask, Kel? Oh, no, that was them. The first link I dropped is the same as the second link. It's just the channel and the video. It's the same people. Dr. Creep is by Black Mask. Dr. Creep is Black Mask. Dr. Creep is with Black Mask. I can't believe that dude said that like that.
Like smallpox in action, avian influenza with the jet stream is how it happens. 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
He said avian influenza through jet stream is how it happens. 2020 coronavirus, body stacking. Bro, that... Look, unless they're Satan worshipers and Satan like gave them a prophecy or something, because they seem like they're all dark. Everything's dark about it. Nothing's like light. Everything's dark, if you get what I'm saying. Everything's dark. Yeah, you're right, though, Kel. It does have that H.P. Lovecraftian to it. I get what you're saying. Yeah, they're all this satanic ritual shit's on their page. Oh, okay. I mean, people might not believe this, but I don't really care. I know for a fact people can make deals with the devil. I know for a fact. Not that I ever did it or tried. I just know it in my heart. It's my belief. I don't care what you think or what you want to think about it. Everything is spiritual. It's a spiritual warfare. Everything that's going on in our country, it's all about a spiritual battle. It's always been about it. You know, and if you don't believe it, I'm sorry for you. I wish you did. I wish you knew, because you'd be woke a lot quicker. If you don't believe that, you're not woke. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to push my beliefs on you. I'm just trying to tell you that that's what it is. It's a spiritual warfare. It's spiritual battles, man. And obviously these dudes are dark and it's got some type of satanic cult shit going on. And honestly, they could just be some dude somewhere worshiping Satan, and he gave them a prophecy because he gave it to him. Like, look at this dark ass shit, bro. This is some whole freak shit. Dude, this is H.P. Lovecraftian. This is crazy, Kel. That is H.P. Lovecraftian. Oh, dude, that's definitely Lovecraftian.
Forsaken sin, thirsting for blood which it absorbed to its porous skin. It only just touched but a small cut on the mason's shin, and in a twitching spasm it came alive again, grasped hold of him and collapsed like a sponge.
This is very H.P. Lovecraftian, dude. Kel, that was a good call because this is very Lovecraftian type of drawings. Look at this. These dudes are definitely Satanists. They're definitely Satanists. I mean, you just don't put this type of shit up in your videos. Like, it's just, these dudes are definitely Satanists. And I'll say it right to them. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it right to them. They can come on the show right now and I'll tell them they're Satanists. This is Lovecraftian-ish. This is February 29th, 2020. It's just an instrumental. They're dropping some dark shit. Sugar Ray, what up? Right, TJ. That's right, Def. That's right, and amen. I know that's when you got to start praying, hearing shit like that, because what they can do shit with them frequencies, and that's how they put curses on people. That's how they curse Christians, man, through the music. That's the only way to get Christians, man. They know that. So they curse them through music with certain frequencies. That's crazy, man. True. Definitely true. Definitely, dear. H.P. Lovecraft is actually came up in this Corona shit. He actually is involved in it, and I haven't done the video yet, but you've seen the video about Crimson Contagion, and he come up in that because there was the Crimson Cult, the movie based off H.P. Lovecraft's The Call of Cthulhu, and that all goes back to Colors Out of Space in the purple in the movie The Color Out of Space, and nanoparticles, breathing them in, the chemtrails. Very true, Squack. Exactly. But they get our souls through money. That's how they get a lot of people. Yeah, no doubt, Jeff. No doubt. Black magic's definitely real. Like, I mean, I just get scared to say it sometimes because I don't want people to like go do it. Some people are just gullible and naive, and but like, listen, dude, like you can literally stir a ritual up from black magic, and I kid you not. Like, I mean, don't go do this just to find out if I'm telling you the truth. Just trust me, but you can do rituals and a demon will actually come to you from Satan. He'll represent Satan. He'll come to you, person form, maybe in a spiritual form, and say, what do you want? What do you want? Hey, I want to be a famous rapper. I'll make you a famous rapper for 24 years, and I'm coming for your soul in the 24th year. And you make the deal, and you have to literally sign in blood. You got to cut your arm, sign in blood, and then rip the cross, rip the arms of Jesus off the cross and put it upside down. And that's how they make a peace sign, because they put a cross inside of a wheel, twist it upside down, and rip Jesus. And you have to deny Christianity to make a deal with the devil. The only way you can do it is if you sign a contract saying you deny Christianity. So think about that. If that's the only way you can make a deal with the devil, how the hell are people denying that Christianity's real, or saying that, you know, we're sheep and we're brainwashed? Like, bro, it's what it's all about. It's always been about that. Everyone could say that all religions are distraction. No, they made all the other ones to make you think that they're all distractions. That's why they made all other religions. Hearing that shit. I know it's real. Yeah, man. That's right, Ange. Yeah, that song's wild. That shit's crazy, man. I can't believe they called that like that. He even called the avian flu, dude. The avian flu is in the exercise that was just written August 13th, 2019. How the hell did they know that, bro? That is so weird. Like, I mean, that's so weird. They're nobody. You know, they're nobody. If that was a famous rapper, it would actually make sense to us. We would be like, oh, yeah, well, there you go. This is another way they called and predicted it. Come on, dude. How many times I got to show you this was predicted? Event 201, Crimson Exercise, the CDC in China did an exercise 30 days for the outbreak. Like, how much more Contagion, all the movies that predict exactly what's happening right now. And this is the biggest event of our lifetime. Not to mention, listen, every 100 years a pandemic happens. 1720, 1820, 1920, the Spanish flu, and now 2020, the coronavirus. Every 100 years on the chart, a pandemic happened. Every 100 years to the dot, there was a pandemic going on. That's another thing that's just weird right now. So this shit has been staged for sure. Regardless of a virus is real or not, it's been staged and set up. Here, man, I'll just show you. Fuck it. (1720) plague, 1820 the cholera outbreak, 1920 Spanish flu, 2020 Chinese pandemic coronavirus is what they called it. (1720), the Great Plague of Marseille. The pandemic was ruthless and killed about 100,000 people. Yeah, just like in the movies 12 Monkeys, man. It predicted this is exactly. We're living in it. Germs were made. And I do believe that, man. I do believe that because it goes right into their big pharma. They make the germs make people sick because then they need the medicine. Poor people in China, man. I feel bad for them, man. They don't deserve this shit. Look, Lady Gaga, I deeply regret selling my soul to the dark forces of Illuminati organization. Not so long ago, Lady Gaga spoke out about her relationship and experience with the so well-known secret organization, the Illuminati. According to Lady Gaga, the chronic illness she is suffering might be the physical confrontation of the evil forces that little by little started to take control of her body. The famous pop artist first joined the Illuminati when she was young, and she decided to sell her soul for fame and money. Now, I don't know if this dude is about to say this, but I actually know the story because I heard her say it. And she tells the story, and she says, we're going to see if this is about this, and it says the same thing. But I'm going to say it first. Lady Gaga said that she was doing little concerts, bar to bar. She wasn't no one. She was in a concert. Someone come to her, said they give you everything, but they want her soul. One time, she said no. She said then she was in New York, and a black shadow dude with his black suit on came back again and said, I'll give you fame, this, that, and thing, but I want your soul. And the second time, she agreed, and then she blew up. That's what she said. I kid you not. It gives the impression that after having made the pact with the organization, the artist was possessed by an evil entity. The artist eventually tried to get rid of it through an exorcism, but unfortunately she didn't succeed in driving the evil entity away. It all seems to have started when, during a concert, the artist met a man who said they're about to say the same story, who said that she got what it takes, and if she wanted to accept the deal, Lady Gaga asked the man what he was referring to, and he said he referred to everything: success, money, fame. Eventually, the artist accepted the deal without thinking it twice and offered her soul in exchange. As we all know, later on, Lady Gaga became an international star. And this is her admitting it on Instagram.
Pop star Lady Gaga has spoken openly about her membership of the Illuminati for the first time to say that she regrets joining the secret society. Gaga, a sufferer of the painful fibromyalgia syndrome, FMS, says she believes her long-term illness is the result of her allowing dark forces to manifest themselves in her body when she sold her soul to the Illuminati early on in her career. The singer spoke candidly in her upcoming Netflix-produced Gaga 5.
She said that they manifest themselves in her body when she sold her soul to the Illuminati early in her career. As a matter of fact, what Lady Gaga says in this article will shock you, because as we, look at this article, we see that she is opening up about the dark world in which she's involved. On one of the articles, or one of the things that she says that she regrets it, but what she's doing about it is that she's praying all the time, and she's consulted priests in order to help her get released from these dark forces. It's amazing that these people do this, because it's the same thing that Jesus was approached with when he went into the fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. Remember, on Jesus' occasion, Jesus was approached by Satan, and Satan took him up to a high mountain and showed him all of the kingdoms of the world. And he said, all of these things will I give to you if you would just bow down and worship me. Well, apparently many of the artists today have done this. And just as Lady Gaga has been suffering from physical illness, chronic pain for years, ever since she has given her soul to the Illuminati in 2006. It says they may give you power, they may give you outward beauty, talent, and wealth for a while, but it doesn't last, according to Gaga. This is the reason why so many people who dabble in dark arts are so unhappy. They flicker bright like the morning star and then wind up committing suicide or destroying themselves with substance abuse. The flickering bright like the morning star is what most of the stars want to do. And
I mean, guys, you know, when it comes down to it, man, it's still a soul, man. You know, she don't deserve that. No one deserves that, man. You know, you know, a lot of people don't agree with this, but these dudes, you don't understand. These dudes all are normal people at first. They come from the same place we come from, all right. And you know, like where I come from, you come from nothing. You know what I mean? You come from nothing. You're always in some bullshit. It's a bad environment to be in. So when you're in that, and then you're just say music industry, and you're trying to make it out, these people don't understand what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing when they sign these contracts. They don't get it at that point, or they're just so obsessed with getting out, making it, that they do it. But regardless, man, we're taught to forgive. You know what I mean? And Jesus, God forgives. He forgives anything. If you're truly sorry, He'll forgive you. And no soul deserves to go through that torment. No soul deserves to go to hell, and no one deserves to be attacked by demons. So I mean, that's just my opinion on it. What do you mean, York? What's that mean, Yorkie? What's up, Andrea? Ooh, shit. Yeah, I don't know what shirt you're talking about. It's all good though. This is messed up too, man. I know someone that got family in Italy, and they said they told them that they stay home and die because they got too many people in the hospital. And then I seen this. It's really doctor in Italy. We no longer help those over 60. And that's exactly what Max said. You know, so to me, there's some truth to that because I know somebody that has their mom and dad is in Italy, and they said that if you have the virus, stay home and die because they cannot take any more people in hospitals over there. And that is messed up, man. But guys, let's dwell in the one last thing before I get off here. Because I'm gonna get ready to go here. What they're saying. All right. They're starting to come out. They're gonna start coming out. They're gonna start coming at you with this, telling you that if you don't want to stay in your house for 2 years or 18 months and wait for a vaccine, then you have to herd your immunity by catching the virus. That's what they're going to start telling people. So, if it's real, it might be something that a decision we all have to come to it. But I'm just not sure if it's real. What I do know is real, though, is this. And this is what they're doing. This is what you have to remember. This is what they're doing. They're putting up 5G right now all around the United States. They passed it the day they declared a pandemic. They passed the Secure 5G and Beyond Act of 2020. This is what they're doing for sure. This is what we know is definitely 100% real. The virus, I see it on the news. I don't see it in real life yet. I haven't met anyone yet. I don't know anyone that knows anyone. All I do is know people that are going through something that is because of it. But everyone that says they're sick is just sick from a freaking cold. They don't look sick. Everyone that says they're sick is just like doesn't even look that ill. They're walking, they're fine. I mean, it's definitely not deadly. A description of efforts to facilitate domestic 5G and future generation wireless communications rollout. This is what they are doing, ladies and gents. Hey, Giggles. Yeah, that's all satanic shit, York. Strategy Implementation Plan. Let's read that. No later than 100 days after the date of the enactment of this act, the President shall develop and submit to an appropriate committees of Congress on the implementation plan for the strategy referred to this act, which shall include at a minimum the following: a description of United States national and economic security interests pertaining to the deployment of fifth future generation wireless communication system and infrastructure, an identification and assessment of potential security threats and vulnerabilities to infrastructure, equipment systems, software, and virtualized networks that support fifth and future generation wireless communication systems, infrastructure, and enabling technology, which shall, as practicable, include a comprehensive evaluation of the full range of threats to the unique security challenges posed by fifth and future generation wireless communication systems and infrastructure, as well as steps that public and private sector entities can take to mitigate threats. An identification and assessment of global competitiveness of vulnerability of the United States manufacturers and supplies of the fifth future generations communication equipment. An evaluation of available domestic supplies of fifth and future generation wireless communication equipment and other suppliers in the countries that are mutual defense allies or strategic partners of the United States, in a strategy to assess their ability to produce and supply fifth generation wireless communication system and infrastructure. Identification of where security gaps exist. Mutual defense treaty allies and strategic partners. Identification of incentives and policy options to help close or narrow any security gaps identified under paragraph 5. and ensure the economic viability of the United States domestic industrial base, including research and development in critical technology and workforce development in fifth and future generation wireless communication and infrastructure. This is what they're doing. Man, dude, I knew it, dude. A plan of diplomatic engagement with mutual defense treaty allies, security risk information and findings pertaining to fifth and future generation community system and infrastructure. This is nuts, bro. Absolutely nuts. I'm going to wrap it, guys. Public comment no later than 60 days after the date of enactment of this act, the president shall seek public comment regarding the development and implementation of the implementation plan. Well, we got some questions for you. We got some questions, Trump. Yeah, I got some questions for you. Most definitely. I want to know why the hell they would be thinking about this bill and passing it on the day they declared a pandemic across the world. The day that we're all supposed to be so worried and hugged up in our houses and doing social distancing. They had the time to go and pass this bill and make it a law. Just doesn't add up, man. It doesn't add up with the Crimson Contagion, all this shit around it. It just doesn't add up. Novel avian influenza coming from China, exercise closed on 9/11/2019. Then you got Wuhan did it. They named it a novel coronavirus in a military game right before the military games. Get out of here, cuz they think we're stupid, bro. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it. I'm out of here. Me too, Squacky. I hear you. I hear you, Squack. Hanny, I see you, brother. Yeah, I know one thing, Hanny. Dude is a weirdo. We got that one weirdo around here. Weirdo. They got a weirdo dude in here, cut. Why don't you just share why don't you just share the why don't you just share my video, Wendy? Why don't you ever do that? That's the name of the bill right there. You could just share the video though if you actually supported anything I was doing. You just share the video, and that's how you would get the information out there instead of just taking information and passing it. Secure 5G and Beyond Act 2020. It became a law on 3/23/20. And his name's Cornyn. C-O-R right in the name. Corona. Cornyn. Corona. Cornyn. Man, these people, bro. These peeps, man. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. Everyone, mad love to you, man. Be safe, man. Like I said, man, they can't keep us cooped up in the house too long because not around here they can't. People are not with it, man. I'm telling you, there'll be a war. But regardless, I think they know. I think they're doing something right now. It's probably putting this shit up. Like I showed you in this video. I'll show you it again before I leave, actually, because some people might not have seen this. But they're putting 5G up in school right now while they're telling everyone that, you know, you got to do social distancing and whatnot. They're really putting 5G up in school. And here's your proof right here.
What are you guys doing here? What is it for? For what though?
Just internet.
For what kind of internet?
E-text.
Does that have anything to do with 5G?
Yes.
So they're installing 5G here at the school? Do you know why they're doing it while all the parents are at home and nobody knows what's going on?
Well, this actually started since December last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this is nothing to do with what's going on after that.
Okay, so it's not being done behind our back.
No.
Do you know that 5G is going to be very harmful for children and that cancer is going to skyrocket? What you're doing is going to harm a lot of children.
Oh, yeah. Man. I'm just a contractor for them, so.
I know. A lot of us parents are very, very concerned, though. Maybe something you might want to talk about with your chain of command. Okay, thank you.
That's a mother that caught them putting up 5G at her kid's school while they were enforcing the lockdown and closed the schools. Just like Walking Tall brought last week. He said it. A couple people were like, no, no way, no way. No, they wouldn't. They'll just put it up in front of us. Well, nah, man, they passed the bill behind our back. Something's definitely going on. So it could all be because of that, man. They keep talking about universal basic income. They keep talking about everything robotic. All of a sudden, everything's becoming this 5G type of tech world. And that might be the rollout they're about to do. I think it's very believable. But much love to all you guys, man. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Definitely share this video if you could, man. I definitely would appreciate that. And mad love to everyone. Be safe out there, man. Like I said, I did put a lot of prison time. Just keep your mind occupied if you're locked inside, and that's really all you gotta do is keep your brain occupied, and time will fly by. But do not bow down to anything these people do. Do not bow down to nothing. I mean, we have liberties and we have rights, and exercise them in an appropriate manner to the best of your ability. You know, there's going to come a day where they persecute Christians, and I'm ready to die for it. I'll die for it. You know what I mean? Walking Tall, appreciate you, brother. Much love, man. Respect to you, man. Def Bread, Kelly Rose, Andrea, Linus, Mac Duff, Yorkie, Kelly Keeves, everyone. Much love to you. Wendy, much love. Much love, Hanny. Much love, brother. Shirley, much love to you. Everyone stay safe, man, and see you soon, man. Comment in the video if you need to get a hold of me. If you have any info, send it to my email, and everyone be safe, and we'll talk soon. Danny Bull, much love, brother. Again, be 5679, checking out Shadowban TV, checking out Get Truth or Die Line. Truth or